What if, one day, astronomers said that a gigantic asteroid was heading toward Earth and that a collision was inevitable? Not the kind that simply flashes across the sky and burns up in the atmosphere, but a massive object capable of wiping entire cities off the face of the Earth, changing the climate, and triggering a catastrophe on a planetary scale. How much time would we have? Years, months, weeks? And what would be more terrifying? The moment of impact itself, or what would begin afterward? Most likely, humanity would learn about such a threat in advance. Today, telescopes constantly scan the sky, while NASA's Sentry system automatically tracks potential collision risks for the next 100 years. What's more, humanity has already had its first real test of planetary defense. In 2022, NASA launched the DART mission, a small spacecraft that was deliberately crashed into Dimorphos, a small asteroid that orbits the larger asteroid Didymos, like a small moon. After the DART impact, the time it took Dimorphos to complete one orbit around Didymos was shortened by about 33 minutes. This became the first real proof that an asteroid's trajectory can actually be changed if the threat is detected early enough. But in the end, everything depends on the time. If a dangerous object is discovered too late, even modern technology may prove powerless. Now imagine that, this time, the threat could not be stopped. When the gigantic asteroid enters the atmosphere, it will no longer look like a shooting star. It will tear in at a speed of tens of kilometers per second, and the atmosphere will barely be able to slow it down. The air in front of it will heat up until it glows. The sky will flare so brightly that it will seem as if a second sun has appeared for a moment. And then the impact will come. If this is an asteroid on the scale of Chicxulub, about 10 kilometers in diameter, it will not simply fall onto the planet. It will slam into Earth with a force that cannot be compared to any bomb ever created by humanity. In the first minutes after the impact, almost nothing will remain near the strike zone. A gigantic crater will form. The surface will convulse, and the shock wave will race across hundreds or even thousands of kilometers. If the asteroid hits the ocean, water, steam, and fragments of rock will be blasted high into the sky. If it hits land, colossal masses of dust, molten material, and searing gases will be thrown into the atmosphere. Earth will shudder as if struck by the most powerful earthquake imaginable. And within moments, the impact itself will set a planetary-scale catastrophe in motion. But the most terrifying part would not begin only at the impact site. If the asteroid struck the ocean, it could generate gigantic tsunamis that, hours later, would crash into coastlines and wipe many cities off the face of the Earth. If it hit land, fires would erupt across vast territories. The sky would be choked with dust and soot. Sunlight would dim, and the planet's temperature would begin to fall. Photosynthesis would weaken, and in some places it might nearly stop altogether, striking plants, oceanic plankton, crops, and the entire food chain. In this way, a local catastrophe would quickly turn into a global one. Earth's atmosphere and climate would begin to change, and layer by layer, civilization itself could begin to collapse. And Earth has already been through something like this before. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid more than 10 kilometers wide struck near the Yucatan Peninsula in present-day Mexico, leaving behind the Chicxulub crater, about 200 kilometers across. That impact is linked to the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs and about 75% of plant and animal species on the planet. In other words, the scenario of a global asteroid catastrophe is not science fiction. Earth has already gone through something like it. Could humanity survive? Probably yes, at least in part, especially if the impact did not strike the most densely populated regions directly. But after a collision like that, the question would no longer be simply whether people could survive. It would be whether civilization itself could.